You made it. Welcome back. Yeah, BEA, Beautiful Souls. Today's video, we're going to go over some of the new changes, the buffs, the testing ground stuff in For Honor, the new skin for Warlord, as you can see here. And yes, basically, it's just a copy and paste from the story mode, Gutmangunder. And you're going to be able to cosplay as him with the Warlord skin. And let's just get into this as fast as possible because there's a lot of changes, actually, that is happening in For Honor. You guys will let me know what you guys think about it down below. And some things are pretty blatantly obvious that they missed, but whatever, it do be that way sometimes. You know, this is Ubisoft, they are a small indie company. So, the new Viking map, there's no spiky thing, okay, that rolls down there and absolutely decimates your entire team because you weren't paying attention. It's a great new map. I love repurposed maps because, you know, the Ubisoft doesn't have that much funding anymore, so they're going to use all the Re's assets. Totally fine with me, the map is better, a little bit more wider, they remove some things here and there. You guys just look at the background, really good looking map. I'm excited for more repurposed stuff, maybe some Woolen on Breach, perhaps, and other Breach maps, and of course more Samurai maps too, so pretty awesome stuff. Now let's talk about the buffs. The buffs is that there are no conk buffs. Zero. Nada. Hilarious. Next buff is Lawbringer buffs. Now, he is going to be getting more buffs in the future, but right now, like, of course, he's gonna get that roll catcher, but right now, he's only getting a light heavy, which is amazing, okay? It's a very great way to mix up your opponent now, but he's also getting a new move, well, not a new move, a new set of tools is light into shove. And after that shove light, he can go into another shove. So it's basically an infinite now with the Fine RMS mix-up. The only thing that doesn't make it like ridiculously powerful is that he doesn't have an undodgeable in case they try to dodge. So that's going to be a little bit interesting. We'll see what happens there, if you get clipped by the heavy or not. But it's pretty cool. I don't know if you can whiff light attack after the chain bash. I don't think you can, but it's a pretty freaking huge buff for Lawbringer. He still needs that roll catcher, of course, and probably some adjustments and getting that impale. Please, for God's sakes, please get that impale back to him on heavy parry. Lower the damage, lower the displacements. You haven't seen my thought process on the buff in general, go watch my last video on Lawbringer, check it out, and leave your thoughts down below. But that's pretty much it for Lawbringer, okay? Pretty much it. They are planning to do more later, like I said, but right now, in this moment in time, they're just going to do this really quick. They worked on a bunch of other stuff, like feats and stuff. So, Peacekeeper buffs, this is insane for Peacekeeper. You guys are eating, I'll tell you what. So, Peacekeeper buffs, you can do a heavy finisher after a dodge attack now. Not only does this change the momentum of the fight of the character, you don't get reset back to neutral. And keep in mind, she has very good recoveries after landing a dodge attack, whether it be doing the riposte or just the dodge attack in general without the follow-up bleed. So, being able to choose between going to unblockable heavy finisher to land that huge amounts of damage, you don't have to choose between doing a light attack or throwing a heavy feint or a heavy into soft feint dagger cancel. Like, you don't have to do any of those things anymore. You just go straight into unblockable mix. That makes her super freaking strong and incredibly scary. In a 1v1, her dodge attack is the highest dodge attack in the game. It's 18 16 damage. It's 18 damage. It's 18 damage. 18 damage attack. And so when she goes into that, she goes into unblockable mix afterwards. You're gonna have to make a freaking nasty read because that can also track dodges. Very good character right now. But that's only if you have the reactions and the reads against like every other character in the game. You have to play very well with her in 4v4. This is a great buffer in duels though. Absolutely monsters. She might even be S tier now, honestly, with this buff. Absolutely insane. Like ridiculously insane. So that's pretty much it. Centurion charge punch is now 900 MS from 1000s. And so if you didn't know, when you did a light attack into a fully charged punch, a lot of people could double dodge you. It's a very annoying thing. So you had to like feint it and go into a bash mix up. And it was very annoying to do that. So your Legion's kick would have to track them and all that good stuff. That's your opener. But now it's faster, so you won't be able to double dodge anymore. So Centurion that's a very big buff. You guys are gonna freaking enjoy that. I'll tell you what, Centurion is a fantastic character. But right now, you guys are gonna freaking eat good with this buff. I'll tell you that much. So that's very good. And Centurion definitely needed this. It was really annoying to have people just evade your entire mix-up. Fantastic change in my opinion. Absolutely fantastic. And that's pretty much it for the buffs. And let's move on to the testing grounds. So testing grounds is weird and it's a little bit out of left field in my opinion. Like, I know this is a good thing. Warden mains are going to be really happy about this, okay? They're going to be very, I cannot stress how important this is. They're going to be very happy about this. So Warden's feats, they are getting an overhaul. He's getting new feats, basically, and it's pretty freaking insane. So, Death Toll is his new feat. This is basically body count, but it's better, okay? So, body count does +1 HP and +1 stamina. The minions do like 1 damage each, and when there's 3 around you, it's pretty much, you don't gain HP. You just pretty much just stay stagnant. All right, you don't gain HP, and you might even lose HP when you're in the minion lane. But now Warden has Death Toll. This is going to be +3 HP and +3 stamina per soldier kill, and that's insane. So it makes him a very strong candidate to stay in the mid lane now. And keep in mind, Warden has really good heavies on his neutral heavies and finisher heavies to clear the mid lane. Honestly, it might even be better than War Bombers. And keep in mind, of course, he also has finisher unblockable heavies, so it would be great in team fights. So it's gonna be a very, very good tier 1. It's gonna change how he plays. The next thing is going to be Enfeeble. Enfeeble is his new passive tier 2. Now, when you shoulder bash someone, it's gonna lower their attack damage by -20% for 10 seconds. And this replaces Fiat Luck, so you're not gonna be able to throw stuff and make them go out of stamina anymore. But we'll talk more about that later, because Fiat is also getting a buff too. Actually, pretty crazy if you ask me. And so this has no cooldown, and this will reduce their damage by 10 seconds. Very good. This has a different way to play Warden. Of course, you're still going to be using the bash, but it gives you more versatility in the bash itself. Now, you don't even need to guarantee some attacks. You have your hyper armor attack afterwards. The chain bash is one of the best moves in duels, and team fights can be very helpful for guaranteeing finisher heavies and ganks in general. So this is a really good buff for him in 4v4. Like, absolutely amazing. It gives him a variety on how to play the character, and you don't just have to stick with freaking Inspire anymore. It's actually insane. I'm pretty happy about these changes, actually, because this makes him feel really different and compared to like the rest of the cast. Honestly, he's a Vanguard. He's had the same boring feats for the longest time ever since they removed thick blood from him. He's felt pretty subpar in the feat category. It's always like decent, but nothing like that makes him stand out. But now he stands out like crazy. The third feat they're changing is, that's right, they're changing all of his feats. Warden, literally the guy with plot armor and the main character of For Honor. Total Recovery, this is a passive feat, successfully revives return allies to full health. So when you res someone, usually you only res like half their HP. Now it's full, and this replaces Takedown, which is pretty much a useless move for Warden anyways. And this is a huge game-changing tier 3, in my opinion. Very good feat, in my opinion. Like, ridiculously good. Resing someone is really powerful because it swings the fight, because you have a teammate there to help gank and support your other teammates so that they can go heal and whatnot. The only thing that would make this overtune is that if he had speedy revive, but he doesn't, and so it still takes quite a bit of time to get that res. And I want to see how this plays out. Remember, this is testing grounds feats. This is not coming live. These are possible changes, and they will be adjusted in the future. The next one is Trebuchet. This is basically a better catapult. Better catapult does 70 damage, has a 180-second cooldown, just like the previous catapult, but it is a 1-second activation time. It's like, I believe it's like half the speed of the original catapult. And so this is just an upgrade. It's just an upgrade. Poor man Conquer is stuck with his shitty catapult. I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, Ubisoft forgot that Conquer existed. All right, way too much cock and ball torture. Ubisoft can't be associated with that. Ubisoft is not gonna, they're not gonna beat the allegations of ignoring the Viking faction and Conquer, okay? And of course Lawbringer too. But like, that's pretty much it for Warden's testing ground. Really insane. Now, the feat adjustments that they are doing, pretty ridiculous too. Thrilling Comeback used to only heal 20 HP after exiting Revenge. Now it deals, now you get 40 HP back. 40 HP back, that's 2 heavy attacks. Really good amounts of stall potential there, I promise you that. And you know who has Thrilling Comeback? You know who has it? Warden has it. Okay, so now he can be somewhat of a staller. He can be a staller to an extent. You can use him to stall. Pirate also has Thrilling Comeback, boys. Pirate, okay? Everyone's favorite tomboy. Pirate has Thrilling Comeback. Already a ridiculous character. Now, in conjunction, you know what? In conjunction with your tier 4. Woo! I think your tier 4 might make her absolute god staller. It might even be better than Tiandi. Well, not better than Tiandi for sure, but like when it comes to the healing aspect. So Tiandi would have his Vital Leech. He'd have to deal damage to get a little bit of HP back and then activate his Indomitable again. But Indomitable for Pirate, you can get 40 HP back after coming back, and then you might get the Revenge bug too. So pretty insane. I think that's a very strong buff for Thrilling Comeback. It's going to be great for people who want to anchor, and Pirate's a great anchor. The next change is going to be Umbral Shelter. Umbral Shelter now only gives you 50 HP when it comes for your shield. Usually has like a 3 burst 50 HP shield, and I mean before it was 100. It was 100. Now it's only 50. So that's a huge nerf to the feat itself. And guys, mind you, there's no nerfs to Oathbreaker. No nerfs. There's still counterplay to that, and I'm still not sure what it is besides uninstalling For Honor, never jumping on it in the first place. But JC knows best. JC says he reads Reddit, and sometimes he doesn't read Reddit at all. So that's GG's, bro. GG's. The next buff is insane. Fiat Lux does 5 damage now, and it also minion clears. I honestly I'm baffled. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they said that it's gonna clear minions. And this was very strong when it first launched. You could just clear it in 2 seconds, go back to team fights. Actually insane. And this still will drain your stamina. If I recall correctly. It's so insane. Like, this is a ridiculous change for the feat. I cannot underestimate. I mean, you cannot underestimate this, because clearing it right away with like Peacekeeper is just insane. Like, Peacekeeper's already getting a huge buff, so it's gonna be a very good buff for this. And you will see that you will never have minion lane. Basically, you'll never have it. There's no counterplay to Fiat except doing a forward heavy to stop them when they get near the minion lane. That's not counterplay at all. That's like anticipating something from the future, which is literally impossible. Like, you think my future is dark? Wait till Fiat Lux comes out in For Honor, okay? My God, Fiat Lux is brighter than my future. All right, when I get stunned by that shit, that's brighter than my future, bro. So that's a pretty big change. And mind you, that's not even testing rounds. That's just buffs. That's just straight up buffs. The next one is Berserker feat. Berserker and Nucia. This is a tier 4 feat. It gives you, I think, faster sprint speed and more attack. If I recall correctly. Let me just double check real quick, actually, because nobody runs this. This is a very bad feat to use because it doesn't have team fight swinging potential, and you want to be doing as much damage as possible as a tier 4 anyway. So for 15 seconds, it gets 45% damage reduction. Okay, it's damage reduction and 20% sprint speed buff. Now they're increasing the timer to 30 seconds. So you have more stalling potential with a tier 4. But is it that useful? Is it that useful? My answer is no. You can use this to differentiate yourself from a different Berserker or Nucia, but they already have insane tier 4s, right? Like Fire Flask, Fear itself, and of course Nucia's corruption, silly thing, but whatever. Nobody cares about Nucia. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the buff for Berserker. Pretty insane. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't even think they need to touch it, to be honest. The next one is going to be Tough as Nails. It is now going to be 15% increase. 15% increase instead of 10. So now you can make a freaking tank build with Lawbringer, with Jane June, any of the heavy characters, honestly. And you can also do this with Warmommers, Warlord. Who else has this? Pirate can also do this too, if I recall correctly. So it's a pretty crazy build. I like this because then you can act like as a tank, be very cool. Is it going to be like ridiculously OP? I don't know, to be honest. But I'm pretty excited for it, honestly. I'm pretty excited for it. I love having more HP. It makes you feel like a tank. But it might be a little bit overtuned in my opinion. It might be a little bit too much HP. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I think that's pretty much it when it comes to the changes of For Honor. So I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the entire situation here at hand here. So if I missed anything, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. The Battle Pass weapons, I think they look fantastic. I'd probably give them like a solid 8 out of 10. The the Gutmungunder freaking skin it's pretty much a reused asset. It's actually freaking hilarious. Like, Ubisoft are not being the allegations of actually just making horrible fashion for the Viking characters. It's a big L for them, unfortunately. I am personally going to be buying it because I love Warlord. I love using him. I find him very fun to use. And I think the skin looks better than most, like 99% of what he has. Like, I love my fashion right now. You guys have seen me play it on streams and in my videos. The purple Viking, it's just very simple and clean. But this one right here, he's got the wolf on his shoulder. It looks absolutely freaking amazing. Top tier in my opinion, and I think I'm definitely gonna buy it. It's worth 25k steal for me, yes. For other players, probably not. I know a lot of people do like it, but a lot of people do think it's pretty mid because it's literally just a copy and paste from the story mode. And Ubisoft is a small AAA company. Remember that, guys. I mean, small quadruple A title company. I apologize. Sorry, everybody. Very sorry, okay? Sorry, I got Sleepy Joe brain right now, okay? And then I think it's gonna be a solid thing. Like the movement, it might look better in game. Who knows? Like you might grow to love it. But I know people did not grow to love the Raider skin. It's absolutely dog shit. So now they have two horrible skins. Pretty hilarious. But of course, it's all gonna be subjective because I personally like the Warlord skin. Now, when it comes to no Conquer buffs, very sad. I think they should have focused on him and they should have focused on his feats instead of Warden, in my opinion. Warden, obviously he needed some adjustments. He is a Vanguard, one of the OGs, but he was already pretty, like he's a decent character already in Dominion. Conquer is also a decent character too, but he feels horrible to play. Absolutely horrible to play. I'd rather play Nucia than play Conquer, and that says so much. Like I used to be a Conquer main. I love the character, but they just gutted his entire kit, and there's no personality at all. So absolutely terrible that they didn't do any conk buffs. It might happen next season. We'll see what happens. Lawbringer buffs, fantastic. Light into heavy, amazing stuff. I cannot commend them enough. JC said that, I don't even know what it is. I don't even want to repeat it. I don't want to find the clip, but JC said that, you know, he uses, I don't want to talk about it. He uses like, he said he didn't look at Reddit that much, but they take Reddit's information and opinion and stuff, and it just drives me insane. It actually drives me insane. Like, what are you listening to, dude? So the light and shove combo, I don't think he needs that, honestly. I think it's fine that he keep it on the heavy only. Now he's gonna have an infinite light bash, light bash, light bash, light bash. I don't know how strong it's gonna be since he doesn't have that undodgeable, but he can still do like empty. He can still do like an empty nothing, and they can do an empty dodge, and you can guard break them. So that might be a good mix up, or a light into heavy GB. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And they're still gonna give him a roll catcher too, so I'm really gonna be pretty stoked about that. Peacekeeper buffs, incredibly insane. I said it before already. This is gonna boost her up in the tier list. I might even have to adjust it. Like I didn't even think they're gonna make such huge adjustments, but I think that she's gonna be probably up a tier in my recent tier list. I put it a little bit lower, but now that she has access to finisher unblockable heavies that are pretty much unreactable, I would she's gonna be higher, man. Centurion's punch is also really good too, but the thing about Centurion is that they still kept his bug where you can punch after a knee, and that's the highest heavy parry punish without a wall splat. It's 22 damage, very insane. It also deals stamina damage, so I think it's a little bit, it might need touching up, or they'd have to adjust other values of his kit. Like that's a very strong move. But obviously he's not like an insane team fighter. He's a good ganker, good duelist, but if you're gonna fix some bugs, you should probably fix that bug. Like I love doing that move, but I think it's a little bit overtuned with Haymaker, and it does put him a cut above the rest. So let me know what you guys think about that. I love my boy being super strong. He's not amazing in team fights and stuff, so he should keep something strong when it comes to 1v1s, but if we're gonna be consistent, I'm glad to keep that part in there of his kit, but at least give Lawbringer some high damage punishes as well for heavy parries, okay? Reward Lawbringer, reward Centurion, reward Warmonger for parrying and getting good punishes. That's my philosophy on that matter. And now for testing grounds, Warden's feats, like I said, Conquer should have got this instead, but these feats are gonna make Warden, it'll probably bring him up a tier, in my opinion, especially with Thrilling Comeback and his what's his tier 2 called? I already forgot already. It's very good where it lowers your HP or lowers your attack, so it's very solid. And of course, being in the mid lane with Death Toll is insane, healing more and keeping your stamina up just to continue clearing mid lane, so you don't have to dick around, just you know, jerk yourself off and just chill in mid lane and take so much damage from the minions. Absolute cancer. Like minions are probably my what do you call it? My nightmares, my closet nightmares. So when it comes to the feat adjustments, Thrilling Comeback, very big buff for tier 2, 40 HP, Umbral Shelter, good nerf, but I wish they focused on freaking Oathbreaker, man. There's no counterplay to Oathbreaker besides not playing the game in the first place. Like, it sucks. It honestly is not fun. It's an unfun mechanic. Fiat, I think this is gonna be way too good. They're probably gonna have to nerf this. I'm surprised they didn't do any testing on it. I don't know why they decided to add this and make it strong again, because it was such a big deal back in the day. It's not like anything has necessarily changed with Fiat or the game when it comes to like normal rotations. You know, clearing mid lane is one of the biggest things you can do. And you have a character that's Fiat, they can clear like 2 seconds without actually anybody contesting it. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. So that's gonna be overtuned in my opinion. Berserker feat, no big deal. You can have some fun with being a little bit of a tank for your tier 4. Tough as nail, 15%, amazing. So that's pretty much the thoughts of the matter at hand here. I think overall, it's a pretty good patch. Very good patch. I love when they do feat changes because it makes the game feel a lot healthier, but they also did quite a few changes for the characters and the balance-wise of the game, and I'm really happy about that. Let me know your thoughts down below on the matter at hand, if you guys like the skin, if you like the battle pass, if you're gonna buy it, and if you like the Knights and the Vikings new armor sets that are gonna get the variations of it as well. I think it's Vikings are mid and the Knights are amazing. That's just how it's always been, baby. All right, nothing's changed here. That's how it's always been. Always have been, motherfucker. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out on the stream. Be sure to check out my Space Marines 2 video that I posted today. Would really appreciate it. Leave a like and a comment. It would really help me out and go a long way. Thank you guys so much. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Bye-bye. See you later. Your side heavies are actually reactable finisher ones, but the top one is slightly not. So yeah, guys, just letting you know. Oh, that's a damn good looking fucking weapon, baby. These are fire looking weapons. Holy shit. Holy moly. This is insane. I have to buy this. I actually have to buy this. It looks like Warhammer weapons. Holy moly. Imperial Fist shit. I can't wait I can't wait to buy this, dude. I'm honestly buying this. Like the gold and the hint of red and then silver. My god, there goes my wallet's gonna hurt this month. I promise you that much. It's gonna hurt. Except for the Raider Axe. The Raider Axe sucks. Zerk Axe is good. Highlander Sword is pretty solid. Not his best one though. The Vikings are okay. Not really. I don't really care, but the Vikings are kind of meh in my opinion. These things are too big. This needs to be something else showcased than just the wolf head. Oh, that's Warlords. That's not too shabby. Okay, this samurai. Oh shit, that was good. Very good. We need John Wick in here. We need John Cena in For Honor. Shinobi's is meh. Our Musha is pretty sick, honestly. As you can see, the dragon head starts on the left and then tail starts on the right. Or wolf. It's a oh shit, that's a great looking Hitakiri. Oh my god. Holy smokes! Wait, who the fudge is this? What weapon is that? Was that Nobushi's? It's a crazy looking Nobushi weapon. Holy smokes. Okay, that looks good for the Wulin. Holy smokes. That's a good looking sword. That's a good looking staff as well. Oh, it's Sohei's? Okay, thank you. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't register to me. It didn't register to me because I'm like, oh wait, Sohei exists. I forgot. Nusha looks fire. Jane June's looks pretty good. These are really well designed. The Wulin they're fire, bro. Honestly, like no pun intended. Thank you guys. I got my Sleepy Joe act is acting up. You know, my spirit animal's acting up, guys. I apologize. Sleeping Joe all over in this place. Oh, Magi's looks amazing. God damn. I love this. Amazing. Affairs is pretty good too. Oh, baby. That's a great Aztec weapon right there. Holy shit. Stream a little bit too loud. That's what people told me, but people want loud music, so. Wizard staff. It kind of does, bro. Looks sick though, honestly. What a joke. Yeah, it's pretty bad, Flash. Pretty bad. We're at 95%. We're at 95% for our twist drops. Maybe we'll get the scavenger crate, and maybe we'll win 100k steel. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe we will. I don't know. Bro, it's wild, man. That's crazy shit. Ooh, these are the armor sets. Okay. BP looks amazing. Griffins is pretty good. I mean, that's already like that's a very clean armor set. I like it a lot. Lawbringers. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. What do you think about Conquerors? That's a good one. That's a great one. I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. Peacekeeper, amazing. I love the helmet. War Bombers, always amazing, no matter what. What am I looking at here? What the fuck am I looking at here? Berserkers is okay, actually. Highlanders is okay. Not too shabby. Jormungandr, he literally just has the new tattoos. Literally just pink tattoos. Ryan we saw already. Solid. Warlord, we're getting a skin, so I don't really care about this set at all. Shaman, I have no strong opinions whatsoever. Yeah, let's lower the music, sorry. Valkyries, I have no strong opinions whatsoever. Vikings lost. You guys suck. Dude, you guys suck, man. Sheesh. It's not bad, honestly. It's not terrible.